So we're happy that we met part of our Patreon family. Steve, thank you. I have a question for you. What sets Travis Craft's YouTube channel apart from the other channels that you get to watch on YouTube?
It's more or less, things that will actually help you out in the Philippines or even help you along in life. There's been a few times when, there's just some very inspiring messages that he can give, as well as, when he does do like a travel documentary. This is what you can expect when you're doing this. It's not more or less of a this is good, this is bad. It's this is what you can expect, and then you can make your own decision on it.
You felt lovely when you loved me like a fool, but now I can't let go of your skin. You know that I never knew that you are crazy.
Imabel's exchanging some money, and lately the exchange rate has been going up. It's up over 47 now. Hopefully it at least goes up to 50. A lot of guys leave comments on my videos saying things like, oh, the Philippines is a great place if you're an American because 40-something pesos equals $1. Well, that's not very good. I remember when it was 60 pesos equaled a dollar back around 2007. I also think a lot of people don't really understand how these exchanges works. They think if 40 pesos equals a dollar, well, you can buy 40 times as much stuff. So they think that if a cheeseburger at McDonald's costs you $1 in the US, you go to McDonald's in the Philippines and you can buy 40 cheeseburgers. Or a cheeseburger costs a peso. Well, it doesn't work that way. It would be 40 pesos, and some things are more expensive. A double cheeseburger in the US at McDonald's, I think, is a little over $1. Here it's over $2. So some things are more expensive. But my point is, be aware of how these things work, and hopefully it at least goes back up to 50, because for no other reason, it just makes things a lot simpler when buying things. So the moral of the story is, understand how these things work, and hopefully this helped you out if you're one of those people that's a little bit confused about it.
Unless you put him in front of a camera. What amazes me is, because normally he doesn't talk, and then I watch these videos and he talks as much or more than I do, and I talk a lot, but it's got to be in front of a camera.
That should be the trick.
When he talks constantly. I watched that video of his where he talked to the high school, and that thing is over 40 minutes long, and he just talked constantly in the beginning, and I'm going, this is unbelievable. He shoots out words like a machine gun because he's in front of a camera, and then he shut the camera off and he doesn't say a word.
It's like automated, it gets active once it's on.
It's like turning on a switch on and off. And that's how he was even as a little kid with wrestling. He would walk around all relaxed, kind of limp, like a wet noodle. And then they'd say wrestle, and he'd kick the guy. He'd go out there and tear some guy apart. Then the ref would blow the whistle, and he'd turn back into a wet noodle.
Really?
It's like, it was kind of like night and day. He would just be all relaxed, and then when they blow the whistle, he'd go out there and wrestle and then come alive, and then they'd blow the whistle at the end of the match, and he's just like he's going back into a trance.
Really? I don't really understand how it feels to wrestle, because I never wrestled. But it must...
It's very intense.
Yeah, it must be... I guess he also got nervous right before the wrestling match.
Oh, yeah, you do. It's very intense.
I know.
I used to get more nervous, I think, though, than he did. I wanted him to win so bad.
Really? How about Mom?
Yes. And you know what? I told him this. If he ever has a son wrestling, when his son wrestles, he'll probably get more nervous for his son than he got for himself, because he'll want his son to win more than he wanted to win. You want your sons to do better than you did.
Me, I'm just relaxing, and Imabel is talking to my parents, and it's funny how Some people in that one video thought Imabel doesn't like my dad, which is crazy because she loves my parents, especially my dad, and she talks to my parents more than me.
Okay. Yeah, we've been on the phone for a long time. Like my other one, the battery must have been getting weak, so it's after midnight here. I should probably go to bed and get some rest, but it's been nice talking to you.
So Imabel, you finished talking to Dad. How long did you talk to him for?
I think it was almost 3 hours of talking to Dad.
So there you go. That's how much she loves my dad. We're in Cubao because we're going to have dinner with a patron. And I always love whenever I get the chance to meet our Patreon family like this.
There, that's nice.
Oh my goodness. Steve,
Hey, how's it going?
good to finally meet you. Hi.
Nice meeting you.
Travis. Hi.
That's my friend. I actually met him in the airport last year. This is my wife.
He's your tour guide, huh?
Yeah.
So this is Steve. Steve, thanks for the lovely dinner that we just had. And how long have you been watching my videos now?
About a year now.
A year. Well, that's quite a long time. How many have you seen?
I haven't seen all of them, but I'd probably say 50 to 125, somewhere around.
Well, that's pretty good number. Do you remember what the first video of mine you saw is?
I think, it was actually the one where you were showing one of your friends around Manila, and it was about how Manila it has its bad parts, but it also has its good parts to it as well.
That's exactly right, and I think people seem to like that honesty of mine. It's not all fluff or just telling people what they want to hear. At least that's why I think. My videos, I try and be very positive and happy-go-lucky, but I don't want people to get a false sense of things as well. And you live in Korea.
Yes.
How do you like living in Korea?
I absolutely love it there. I hope that someday that the Philippines can actually become a very modernized version of Korea.
Yeah, Korea is actually amazing. I've been there once, and it was a very long time ago. It was probably 10 years ago now, but what really impressed me about Korea is, well, people tend to be very religious there.
Yes.
They have those values, but it's a very modern place.
Yes, it is very much so.
In some ways, I feel like it's more modern in Korea than even the United States.
Yes, they actually have the #1 internet in the world over there as well.
And why are you in Korea? Tell people why you're in Korea.
I'm actually United States military serving in Korea right now.
Serving our country, doing good around the world. I think a lot of our military, you hear a lot of the bad things about them.
Unfortunately, yep.
Yeah, which of course happens too, but definitely they do a lot of good that a lot of people don't realize. So, and you're in the Air Force.
Yes.
What do you do in the Air Force?
I'm actually a medic in the Air Force.
A medic. Okay, very good. Keeping people stitched together then.
Keeping them fit to fight tonight.
And this is your second time in the Philippines?
This is actually, I think, my 6th or 7th.
Sixth or seventh,
Yes.
my goodness. And you had some very interesting questions about the Philippines for me that you were asking me earlier.
Yes.
What was it that you were asking me earlier?
It was going to be both what are the things that you like the most about the Philippines long term, and also things that you didn't like living long term in the Philippines.
Well, to be completely honest, okay, I'll answer the thing. Get the negative out of the way first. What do I not like about the Philippines, or at least the thing that I like least about the Philippines? As someone that's here long term, I guess, and someone that works here, I guess it's the dishonesty in doing business in this country or working for people. It's very different culturally. They do a lot of things that they will intentionally not inform you about or mislead you. And in American culture, of course, we say that's dishonest.
Yeah.
You're a liar. Here they don't even think of it that way, but you get frequently treated with dishonesty when trying to work here or do business here. So I suppose in total honesty, that's why I like least. What I like most, I think, is definitely what's really special about this country, and what's really special about Filipino people is this has got to be the friendliest country in the world, and I think Filipinos are very generous people generally.
Yes.
Even if you meet up with poor people and you stay with them, they will give you the shirt off their backs. So nothing can beat the friendliness of Filipinos and how generous they can be. So that's the worst and the best. There's, like anywhere, of course, there's pluses, there's minuses. You take the bad with the good. Every place has its advantages and disadvantages. And I quite like the Philippines a lot. Of course, I love the Philippines. Yeah, I love the United States too. There's, but the United States isn't perfect. A lot wrong
Yes,
with it.
there's pluses and negatives to both sides.
And you see a lot of that, I think, probably on a deeper level, being a military man.
Yes, there's definitely, like you said before, it only takes one person to, kind of mess everything up and kind of give a bad image to everyone else. So that's one of the things while living overseas, you kind of have to take things at face value and you have to make your own decisions for yourself. Like the first time I came to Manila, I had an absolutely horrible time.
Really?
Horrible time when I came to Manila the first time. And I swore up and down I would never come back to this place. I was like, this is a complete dirt pile. Like, people are just like you said, dishonest. I can't trust anyone. And then, I was talking to a few of my friends, and then that's when I actually kind of ran across your videos. And I was like, you know what, I should give it another chance. And then I actually met one of my good friends over in the Manila airport, and he's been taking me around all day. And I was like, wow, there's actually a lot to this city. There's a lot of history. There's a lot of culture here. There's also the global city. There's so many different cultures that are just going on just in this one area.
Absolutely.
That I'm like, wow, this is like a regular cosmopolitan city in the Philippines. I'm like, wow, this is amazing.
And it's good that you see Manila that way, because so many people, so many viewers, oh, I hate Manila, it's a terrible place. But I always say, if you skip over Manila in the Philippines, you're missing out on so much interesting things, good and bad, I think.
Yes. You have to, you're never going to avoid the bad.
Exactly.
But through your videos and other things, you can at least prepare yourself for this is what might happen, or this is what could happen while I'm down here.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, we're really glad that you're here having a good time. We're so glad that we could meet up with you, and we hope that you keep having a good time here. You have a good time in Korea, and wherever you are in the world, and that you're living a very adventurous life, and it seems that you are.
Yes, I'd like to say that as well. So.
Thanks, Steve.
Okay, no problem.
It's more fun really.
The name of this bridge is the Jones Bridge. It's amazing, just all the garbage that you see floating. And I've always said the Philippines could be a tropical island paradise. It should be a tropical island paradise. But unfortunately, you have a lot of pollution, people littering, and that's what you end up with. It's sad, but it's true. And hey, you guys wouldn't want me to lie to you, would you? So last night I met my patron Steve, but it was kind of a last minute thing where he wasn't expecting to meet us. And he's actually gone now, but he's left something for us, a little special gift. So we're going to pick it up. Hey. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you again. Here's your pasalubong from
Thank you.
Steve.
Thank you.
There. Okay.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you.
You enjoy their pasalubong. So
Okay.
that's your favorite.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Thank you. Good to see you.
I'll subscribe to your video.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
YouTube.
Sige,
I'll put you in one.
Okay.
I'll put you in one. Okay, let's see what Steve brought me here. I'm very excited because I know it's something good. Well, there you go. Very nice. Thank you, Steve. I got 2 different things of summer sausage. So, and 2 big bags of licorice. Thank you very much, Steve. It's appreciated. These will go to good use in my tummy. I'm really looking forward to eating these. What a great gift. I got my summer sausage, I got my Colby Jack cheese, got my crackers. What else does a man need in life to be happy?
Among the videos that you've seen on the channel, do you have any most favorite video? Is it a hard question?
There's so many different ones because there's so much great content on there. That's pretty much going like, oh well, what are your favorite options on a car? It's kind of like because there's so many different options there. I mean, there's the traveling ones, and there's just the ones just just walking around the streets and asking people different questions. There's such a variety. The thing that I like the most is going to be how to actually live as an expat in the Philippines. This is what you can expect as somebody working in the Philippines. This is how the culture is going to act around you. So that to me is the most important part. But I enjoy the other aspects as well. I'd say that the second part would probably be kind of like the inspirational things, because that way it doesn't just get caught up in the same rut of, well, he's just going to tell me about another great place there. Okay, cool. There's always something new and fresh on there, and I think that's what always keeps me coming back to it.
Wow. Well, once again, thank you so much for supporting us to keep making videos for you guys and for our Patreon family. And it's so heartwarming to know that all these videos, entertain you, inform you, inspire you, and we do our best to keep doing that. So thanks to you, Steve, and the rest of our newest Patreon family.
Walang anuman.
Wow, good job.